Men of Reddit, what myth about men is 100% untrue and infuriates you when you hear it? I hate when I hear from someone when I have my kids and my wife is working that I'm babysitting. It drives me insane. I don't babysit. I'm raising my kids. I'm not a volunteer or a hired hand. Ugh. I was a single dad for a while. The amount of women, strangers, who assumed I was unable to dress, feed or take my daughter to the toilet annoyed me. The other side of it was I got a lot of welcome help from female friends and colleagues. Loads of girls' clothes, toys, etc. My biggest annoyance though was the institutionalized sexism. I had complaints about taking my daughter to a mum and baby group, mum and baby swimming, mum and baby anything. I was only allowed in mum and baby swimming when I threatened to speak with a lawyer regarding sexual discrimination and take my story to the papers. The sexual discrimination lawyer wouldn't deal with me, only women. I've been the only man at every baby group I've been to and haven't had a single word said about it aside from a couple of "it's lovely to see a dad here" comments. This is in the UK. I do get a lot of "where's mum today?" giving mum a rest, "are you in charge today?" comments when I'm out and about though, mainly from older women. "Are you babysitting your kid today?" "No you bastard, I'm being a parent today, just like every other day." That we only tell women our feelings to coerce them into bed. Like, wow, how new and amazing this relationship is. I'm so glad I found you. That is uncomfortable vulnerability, not some sort of plot. Men can't multitask. Every time I hear that I have to stop what I'm doing so I can get angry. Men think about sex every X amount of seconds. I'm a grown man with a life. I have more to think about than just sex. Dude, my health teacher back in freshman year of high school said something like men think about sex 8+ minutes out of every hour. I don't know what crock of shit survey she read, but I doubt we spend that much time. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm too busy thinking about the glory of Rome to devote that much time to sex thoughts. Can't think about sex when I'm thinking about the might of Prussian supremacy. Get out to here, Prussia, you're drunk. Erections mean we want sex. Even as adults, they can still be random. Not even random. Studies have been done and, even when a man is absolutely terrified, stimulation on the penis can cause an erection. Never heard of a fear boner before. Me having big feet only means that I wear big shoes. And seriously, what makes girls think they can just come up to you and ask about it? If he's got big feet, is nose etc. He better be packing, cause that's one funny looking dude. If those three were true, feet, nose, is, I'd be hung like a horse. Unfortunately, I'm not. Horses have relatively small shoes for their size. That if we like children, but don't have children of our own, we are automatically given at the very least a little grilling, if not straight out asked if we are a pedophile. I like dogs too, for pretty similar reasons. Nobody ever asks me if I'm a dog fucker. Are you a dog fucker? Well, thank you for asking. No I'm not, well at least not anymore. Surprisingly bitty. Men can't be abused by women, or that men can't get assaulted/harassed by other men. I've had some very pushy gay men approach me, one going as far as trying to touch my ass and dick inside my underwear, after I said like 3 times that I'm straight and not interested. Luckily the women I was out with immediately chastised that guy. But TBH guys laugh at me when I tell that story and talk about how badly they would have beaten him up. Women who I've told always reacted shocked and emphatic. I was roofied at a gay bar a few months ago. Nothing happened, but I'm pretty certain it was only because I left the bar and somebody found me out on the sidewalk outside the bar unable to move or do anything really and called my friend to pick me up using my phone. Men just wait around for a woman to inform them that they are now dating. I'm not trying to claim that women come up to me in bars especially often, but on the rare times they do, there is a definite sense of, I'm under no obligation to actually attract you as a mate. I exist and am female, and therefore by default you want to date me. Once, when I tried to politely decline, the woman chastised me in the bar for 5 minutes demanding to know what my excuse was, what reason I could give her. She simply assumed that the default was that I, as a man, want to date any woman, and that I have to justify not being attracted to a specific one. Had a woman approach me in a bar the other night, and about a minute into conversation I let her know very matter of fact that I needed to be somewhere, so I wasn't hanging around. She just stopped and said, "You don't fancy me?" I said, "Sorry, I've got to go." Crosses my mind now just how confused she looked. I once had a woman follow me home to find out where I lived in and let herself in uninvited while screaming that no one was allowed to turn her down. Not flattering. That we cannot parent as well as a woman. That we need a random woman to come hold a man's child because they are crying. That we are babysitting when our spouse isn't with our babies. Yeah, that stereotype is so damn dumb. I mean, I changed thousands of diapers and it never bothered me once. I was perfectly capable of dressing my kids. I know how to open a jar of baby food. I wash and hang my kids' school uniforms. I'm not looking for a prize, but I'm also not looking to be treated like I'm an idiot. I'm a nurse, and before that I was a nurse's aide working in a nursing home changing adult diapers every day. One day I was at a restaurant holding my daughter when I realized that she had a dirty diaper. I handed her to my wife so I could extricate myself from the booth when a woman at the next table made that disapproving CCH noise and said, "Typical." I stood up, took my daughter back along with the diaper bag, turned to this woman and said, "Please, lady, I'm a nurse. I've changed the diapers of people bigger than you." And I went off to the bathroom. That we can never not be in the mood, and if we are, we must be sick or cheating. I'm in a lot of girl groups on Facebook, and you'll get some posts from women saying that their boyfriend doesn't want as much sex as she does. You will literally get hundreds of comments saying that he's either gay, cheating, or doesn't love her, or doesn't find her attractive anymore. Even when the poster would say that he's on antidepressants, or that he's gained or lost a load of weight, everyone tells her to leave him because he's not a real man. I've gotten into a lot of arguments with other women when I tell them not all men are sex mad, and women taking it as a personal insult when we aren't in the mood.